Hey guys, this is Brian with Texas Treasures, and I have some secrets for you today. Last month on Poshmark, I sold over $5,000 worth of sales, almost $6,000 worth of sales. I'm going to tell you my secrets so that you too can have consistent sales on Poshmark. Alright, so I am going into confidential stuff here. Here are my Poshmark stats, and you can see, and I started in May 2017. I have over $88,000 worth of sales. Okay, that includes almost 6,000 sales. So I'm not saying I'm the number one Posher out there, but I definitely have sold a few items on Poshmark. So today I'm going to walk you through that process, what works for me, and hopefully you can learn a few things. So if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, that red subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. Also, you can hit the bell to be notified when new videos are released, and smash that like button. That'll help me out. And comment below, how are your Poshmark sales? I'd like to know what's working for you, what's not working for you. Alright, let's get straight into it. First thing I'm going to do, and these numbers are accelerating. Poshmark, one of the cool features about Poshmark, they have a sales report that you can generate, and this sales report is for the month of December. See, there were a lot of items. See, December 1st through December 31st, and let's get down to the good part. And down here, as you can see on that bottom, it shows the sales $5,858.40. That was the amount of sales I had on Poshmark. Now you know Poshmark's going to take their 20% fee, leaving me with a net of $4,572.47. That's just on Poshmark. That doesn't include eBay or any other platforms. But Poshmark is definitely one of my top platforms. So now that I've kind of shown you, I know what I'm talking about, at least a little bit. Let's get into the how part, the secrets. I want to help all of you guys increase your sales if you're struggling with that. Okay. So now here are current sales, like these have been the past day or two. You can see some of the things I sell, and well, actually let's backtrack. Let me tell you a little bit about my Poshmark journey. I started in May of 2017, just selling a few things around my house, and since then I've realized what a viable platform Poshmark is. And now I sell a lot of used clothing, fashion, and a lot of jewelry, wholesale jewelry. And I'll show you, how I go about sourcing some of that as well. As far as the used items, I go to garage sales, thrift stores, estate sales, and lately my newest venture is storage units. And by the way, I do have different playlists you can see as I go through some of those storage units. Okay, so here we have, here I want to show you a few of these things. 12-piece ring set sold. Now this is all wholesale stuff, the jewelry. A set of 3 bar studs earrings. Here are a couple of pair of shorts that I got from a storage unit. It had tons of nice designer brands. Look at that, that's sold for $31. Here's a bundle, and we'll talk about bundles a little bit later. Here's a bundle that sold for $46 of jewelry, a pair of Nikes for $15, a vintage pair of Larry Mahon Exotic Smooth Ostrich cowboy boots for $97, and we could go on and on. These are some of my recent sales, so I won't go too much into all those, but just to kind of let you see that I am currently selling quite a bit on Poshmark, and it's a combination of fashion pieces, as well as wholesale jewelry. Okay, well, the good thing is that Poshmark gives you a lot of features, right? So one of the features they give you is an offer button. This is where people can send you offers, right? In bundles. Well, let's look at bundles. So you go to the news, you go to bundles. And here you will see where people will add bundles, right? Bundles, one or more items, more than one items. And I do a special. One of my secrets is I do a special. I offer 3 for $30. If you buy 3 pieces of jewelry priced $20 or less, I will sell it. I will send you an offer for $30. So what I do is I give them a day. So see right here, created a bundle 1 day ago. So I wait until I see that sign. Okay, so I click on it, and right here you can see what all they added. They added 1 piece of items, and I put this in the listing: 3 for $30. This Pac-Man ring. This is an antique sterling ring. That's not part of the 3 for $30. This boho jewelry is, as well as these lotus earrings. So they have three for $30s. So that's $30 and a $25 since they're buying 4 items. I'm going to send them an offer for $45. So click on offer and send the offer. Here on the shipping discount, you could give them a discount, but since they're buying 4 items, it means the shipping for each item is pretty cheap. So I'm not going to submit a lower offer, and I'm going to go ahead and submit. And that offer has went to them. It's good for 24 hours. And I get quite a few people daily that put these items in bundles, and I always send offers 1 day later. And I'd probably say at least 50% of the offers I send are actually accepted. Sometimes they'll send a counter, and we can go back and forth. Okay, so creating a sell, a discount entices people to buy. And here's another thing, right? The good thing about this is people can like your items. These are all my items that have been liked. And so another thing I like to do is once a day, sometimes twice a day. And I find it's actually easier to do this on your phone. But like right here, these sandals, well, right here, this swimsuit. So we have some people who like this. You click on it, right? And here it says offer price drop. You can either drop the price for everyone, the price on your item, or you can send offers to anyone who's liked it. That's what I like to do. The offers just go to people who like it. So click it and click on the button. You can do 10, 20, or 30%. I'm going to select 20%, apply offer. Now, when you do this, you do have to give them a discount. You can either do minus $1.80, or you can cover all the shipping. I'm going to select minus $180. And it also tells you how much you'll make if this item sells, and submit. And this goes to anyone who has liked this item. So that went to probably several people. I get many sales a day via likes to offers. And I would sit there and do that, spend 15 or 20 minutes to go through the offers. Probably actually takes me about 20 or 30 minutes to go through the offers of the previous day. As you can see, there are a lot of likes. And the thing about this is you just have to be consistent. It's a percentages game, right? Be consistent, send the offers daily. A certain percentage is going to turn into a sell. Okay, so those are 2 very powerful techniques: bundle discounts, send offers to people who have liked it. Another important thing is to make sure you are listing daily, right? List daily. The algorithm on Poshmark, they reward people who list daily. They like the activity. And I have some apps here that I use that help me with that productivity. The first one is List Perfectly. If you don't know about List Perfectly, it's software that you can purchase on a monthly basis. And like, for example, I usually list on eBay first, and then I have List Perfectly logged in. I'll go to my Poshmark. Here, matter of fact, let's go ahead. Well, no, I won't show you. But you can log into List Perfectly, and then from eBay, it will list by a click of a button, and then it will create your listing on Poshmark. It only takes about 1 minute to 2 minutes, saving you all the time to cross-list. And the reason that's important, the more platforms you're selling on, well, you're just going to sell your stuff faster, right? Obviously. So List Perfectly is an amazing tool. Another tool I use to save time, and when you're selling in volume, time is of essence, right? Sellhound, same thing. What Sellhound does is you take the pictures, and you can check out these websites, they have videos on this. You take the pictures of the items you want to list, right? and it only takes a minute or two, and it goes to Sellhound. And the cool thing about Sellhound is like having a virtual assistant. They will do the research for you. They will give you a suggested selling price based off of solds, and their database is very extensive. They will create a beautiful, rich title filled with keywords, a very beautiful, what do you call it, content. So basically they create your listing for you, they send it back to you, you review it, you submit, and it's live. Whereas in the past, maybe it takes 8-10 minutes to do a listing manually on Poshmark. With Sellhound, you can take the photos, maybe, I think on average it takes me maybe 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes to send it to upload the pictures on Sellhound, answer a few questions. They will send it back to you the next day, you review it, and it's live. So it cuts the time it takes to list. Actually, I say Poshmark, they don't send it to Poshmark. Sellhound is if you use eBay. This goes to eBay, and then I use List Perfectly to cross-list to Poshmark. So these two tools work really well. And by the way, if you're on Poshmark, you should also be selling on eBay. They're both good. They're both good channels, and I sell about the same on each. All right, another good tool I use is Fotofuze, right? Fotofuze. With Fotofuze, here you can see, right? You can take a picture in their app. You basically outline it in the app. It'll give you a pure white background, as you saw in those pictures. And they have a video here showing you how that works. The better your pictures, the more your listings are going to stand out, the faster they're going to sell, and for more money. And that's what you're looking for, right? You want your items to sell for maximum value as quick as they can. That's what it's all about. Real simple. Okay, so there's a couple of my secrets. Recapping, you've seen my sales, and I've shown you some of the things I do. As far as sourcing, when you're sourcing, if you don't know about sourcing, you can go to garage sales. You can usually get clothing really cheap. Do your research, know what's selling. You can buy it at garage sales. Of course, thrift stores are really good. And as I said lately, my new favorite is storage units. You just have to be picky. If you sell a lot of clothing, and most storage units do have clothing, just look for items. Like the past couple of storage units I bought, they've been filled with Nike, Adidas, Ralph Lauren, some really good designer brands that have sold for a great profit. So you might want to consider doing storage units. Now, if you want to figure out jewelry, right? Well, let's go through that. You got to research what's selling, right? So there's a couple ways you could do it. You can go to the search menu and type jewelry. Search, and that'll show you all the listings on Poshmark for jewelry. And remember, they update these like oh, there's another secret one. I gotta get to that one. Okay, let's backtrack. Pause, right? This is the most important tool. I know people talk the 30-minute method and share and do all these things, but the most important thing you can do is share your closet guides. Look at that. In the past 30 days, I've done 163,000 shares. Okay, I don't waste time sharing other people's closets. I don't do those extra things. What I do is I share my closet because it's real simple. Every time you share your closet, your item will go to the top of that category that they search in, right? So over here, let's see. So let's say I shared this necklace, share it to my followers. Right here, let's refresh it. Of course, keep in mind there are so many things being shared, but there it is, right? Because there's so many items being listed and shared. It was at the very top, but by the time it took me to get over there in the whole jewelry category, but you can see it moved into the top 4 rows of jewelry. So you want to share your closet. You want to keep it high because when people are searching, oh my dog, it's so loud. When they do that, it comes to the top, and it's going to help your item get more visibility. So you got to be sharing your closet. It's the most important thing you can do. I don't care about any of the other things. Share for share, sharing other people's closets, that doesn't matter, because people don't usually shop from the feed. They shop from the search button, or they filter through these categories over here. So you got to be sharing your closet. All right. So let's say you were wanting to know what to sell as far as jewelry. This works for any category that you're going to do wholesale on. So you type in jewelry. These are the items that are listed for sale, but you don't care about that as much. What you care about is what has sold recently. Alright, so then you can look through here. These faux pearl choker set of necklace and earrings sold for $25. This necklace, and you can just search through here. Now, you need to find where to purchase this stuff wholesale, and I'm not going to go into that too much. I'll say it's not hard if you do a little research online. There's several places you can get this stuff from. Like actually, this necklace, I have this exact necklace in my closet, and they sold for $13. So, and that works for anything. So that's how you want to do that. All right. So once again, today I've shown you my sales stats. Sold almost $6,000 on Poshmark in December. I'm closing in on $100,000 sales since I've joined in May of 2017. I've given you some of the techniques that I use to sell, and I hope that you incorporate these, use these, and that you too can be successful. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Smash the like button and comment below. Do you have some secrets? Are there things that you do that help you with sales? I'd love to hear what you do that works. All right, happy poshing, guys.